Imagine this, a morning with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafting through your home. The sheer bliss of it. Coffee, it's not just a beverage, it's a lifeline for many of us. I still remember a day when I was forced to start without my cup of joe. It was like trying to navigate through fog. But when you brew it yourself right at home, the pleasure doubles. And that's why, dear coffee lovers, knowing how to brew your own cup can be a game changer. Before we dive into the brewing process, let's gather our troops. First up, we need fresh coffee beans. Go for beans that have been roasted within the last 2 weeks for the best flavor. Next, filtered water. It's often overlooked, but it can make a significant difference to your brew. Now let's talk equipment. A coffee maker or French press, a coffee grinder for those fresh beans, and a kettle for heating the water. Now that we have our essentials, it's time to move on to the exciting part, the brewing. Ready to brew the perfect cup of coffee? Let's get started. The first step is to measure your coffee. A good rule of thumb is to use 2 tablespoons of coffee for every 6 ounces of water. Next, we move on to grinding the beans. You'll want a medium grind, not too coarse, not too fine. Now let's heat the water. Bring it to a near boil, but not quite. We're aiming for about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. It's time to combine the water and coffee. Pour the hot water over your ground beans, ensuring all the coffee is saturated. The final step, the brewing process, is where the magic happens. Allow the coffee to steep for 4 minutes. This time allows for the extraction of the flavors and aromas that make your coffee unique. And voila, you now have a freshly brewed homemade cup of coffee. There you have it, a simple yet effective way to make great coffee at home. We've journeyed together from selecting the optimal coffee beans and water to understanding the intricacies of the brewing process. We've seen how each element plays its part in creating that perfect cup of coffee. Don't be afraid to try different types of coffee beans, each with its unique flavor profile. Explore various brewing methods too. Maybe you'll find that the French press method brings out the robustness of your beans, or perhaps the pour-over method highlights subtle notes of fruitiness. Remember, it's all about experimentation and finding what suits your taste buds. And let's not forget the golden rule. Practice makes perfect. The more you brew, the better you'll become. And before you know it, you'll be a home coffee master. Remember, a good day starts with coffee, and now you can make that happen right at home. Happy brewing!